everyone, today's video is a Project Pan update. I know I haven't filmed in like a month or so. I went home, I've been gone a lot, and that is reflected in my progress. So I went home for Christmas. I was lucky enough to be able to go home. We left here on the 20th and I got back on the 30th. And then right after I got back, I went to Austin, Texas from the 2nd through the 8th in order to do attend a conference and present some of my work at a conference. So it was really great, but because of all that, I haven't been wearing a bunch of makeup, and honestly, it just kind of was like not feeling it. I don't really know what else to say besides that. Like, I just didn't feel like wearing makeup, and if I don't feel like wearing makeup, I don't want to force myself to, because that just seems wasteful and dumb. So my progress for this month isn't great. Also, last month when I did film, I didn't take any weights or any pictures, so I don't have any picture progress to show you, and my weights, the progress that I do have, are all from 2 months. But really, last month I wore makeup like maybe 5 times. So, you know, that just happens sometimes. I'm typically really good about wearing makeup most days and getting progress, but I just wasn't feeling it, and so there you go. But today we're going to be updating you on my favorite Project Pan, my Disney 101 project. So I am doing this project until I finish up 101 items, and I draw 5 new items every single time, no matter how many I used up. So before today, I had used up 30, and I actually have 2 empties, even though I wasn't wearing that much makeup. First, I have this Bare Minerals original sample in the shade Fairly Light. I was pretty sure this was going to be all used up, and it is, so there you go. And then I finished up this nail polish. It's the Victoria's Secret nail color in the shade Envied. It is on my pinky. When I was doing my nails for this video, it was so chunky, and it's like down to here, I would say. It's very low, and it's it's almost like the nail polish that it's in is gone, and there's just glitter left, so it's just not really usable anymore, which is fine. It's not a huge deal, but I have gone ahead and used up that. So that is 2 empties, so that gives me 32 empties for this project, and I am currently working on 33 items. So as I said when I started this, and just in case you're new here, I know this is going to be a multi-year project. I also take off about 4 months. It's going to be 4 months this year. Last year it was about 3.5. I am a field scientist, so I'll be gone doing field work from May 8th to I think August 23rd or so. So I'll be gone for a long time. So this is going to be a multi-year project, and for me that's totally fine. It's fun. I don't mind working on a long project because I know I'm getting a lot of good use out of my makeup, and that's the whole reason I do this. So today we're gonna so first we have for the movie Rushmore, I have the Besame Cosmetics cream blush. I don't have any weight progress on this, and when I was wearing makeup, I'll just go ahead and tell you, I wasn't wearing a lot of cream cheek products. I was just doing powder just because it's easier. Usually I will do a cream and a powder. I kind of layer them just for longevity reasons, but I don't know if I use this at all this past month. But there it is. It has gotten some progress, and I'm hoping that within 2020 I could maybe use that up, and that would be a blush out of my collection. For Howl's Moving Castle, I have the Girlactik Chic Shine in the shade Star Silver. This one also made no progress as far as weight is concerned, and you can see I've got this Progress Project product. They just get confusing. I've still got a bunch around the edges. I feel like at this point, like, my brush is barely picking anything up, so I don't know. It is an older project. Well, there you go. See? It's older, but it definitely still swatches. Maybe I should just start using my fingers with it. Maybe that's what I'll do, and then I can, make sure I'm actually getting it. So, and I didn't swatch this. I'm still getting plenty of this with my, just like e.l.f. small stipple. If I could open this. It is a really bright shade, but I find that it works well, blended out, because obviously I blend it out. Next, for Ernest Scared Stupid, I have the Lorac Beauty and the Beast lip gloss in the shade True Beauty. So this is just a nude lip gloss. This one has not made any weight progress. No, actually it's gained 2 grams, because that's what happens sometimes. Oh, it's kind of, it got messed up because of the dark lipstick I'm wearing today. I usually try to wipe it off, so I don't do that. There we go, that's better. So it's just a nude lip gloss. It's really pretty. I don't wear nude lips that often, Arguably I should, because I do wear a lot of color on my eyes, but I'm just never that excited about it. And it doesn't, like, it looks like it's probably around about here, but it doesn't like settle to where it's transparent and then I have like a really noticeable line of demarcation. So I'm just kind of guessing, but I've gotten some use out of it. Next, for hot lead and cold feet, I have the Urban Decay Ammo Palette, and this one has lost a gram. I have this blue down there, and it's the shade Shattered. So this is, I feel like it's a really pretty shadow. It's like a blue with some like yellow green duochrome. It's really interesting, and I feel like if I just like gave this enough attention, I could probably use it up in a month, but I just never do, because I do my weekly product pan and I'm working on those items, or I just don't want to wear a blue eyeshadow every day. I like blue eyeshadow a lot. It's John, whenever I wear blue eyeshadow, likes it too. He always is like, ooh, you have pretty eyeshadow on. But I just don't want to wear the same eye look every day. So, I don't know. But I like it, and I'm working on it. Next, for the movie The Avengers, I have the Guerlain Meteorites, and this one did lose a gram. I love this powder. So I use this powder as like a finishing powder just to kind of pull everything together. It smells divine. I've had this for over 2 years now. It still is working fine. I don't know the expiration or how long it's supposed to be open for, but I've had it for 2 years and it lasts forever. Like, I've worn it an absurd amount of times, but it's still going strong. So I do feel like even though it's an expensive product, you get a lot in there. So that makes me feel better about it. But like I said, it's lost a gram. For the movie Real Steel, I have the Pacifica eyeliner. Here it is. In gunmetal. This is fine. I don't know. I forget to wear this all the time. So I have it on today in my inner rim, but that's the only time I wear it. So progress is slow, to say the least. I guess I should try to wear it as a cream shadow. I just never do. So I went from there to there. Or no, I think for this one I couldn't even like draw a line, so I didn't. But I've made some progress, I haven't, but maybe I'm gonna try like once or twice to do it as a cream eyeshadow, and that'll help me make some good progress on it. For the movie Race to Witch Mountain, I have the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Liner. I was able to actually mark a line. I'm usually not. You can see I've gotten some use out of it. I probably wear this once or twice a month, maybe a little more. It's a very, it's a liner that's pretty solid. It doesn't give you like 1 or 2 specks of glitter. It's pretty opaque is really the word I'm looking for. And I do like it a lot. It hasn't lost any weight, but I know I do get some good use out of it. And having it up on my shelf with all my project pan items, I know I use it more than I would if I wasn't there. For the movie 3 Men and a Baby, I have the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. And I have this white shade. I have, this on today. I use this as a brow bone highlight, and then down the center of my nose. It's got a dip, a little bit of a dip. This one, no, it didn't lose any weight. It stays the same. But I do feel like I got, if I'm not painting an eyeshadow palette in my weekly product pan, then I know I get a lot of use out of it. But most of my eyeshadow palettes have a similar shade, so if I draw that for my weekly product pan, I'm using that instead. So that's one of the reasons why this has not gone as quickly as I'd like, because my weekly product pan items come first, because I want to, really get use out of that for that week. So I'm okay with it, but I know that that's one of the reasons why it's a little bit slow going. Next, for the movie Apocolypto, we have the Milani Speed Fast Dry Nail Polish in the shade Black Swift. So it went down a little bit. It's really hard to tell, but if you hold it just right at the light, you can see. In this one, it didn't lose any weight, so it's a nice black shade. I could probably get away from just doing one coat, but I feel like if I just do one coat, there undoubtedly is like a spot I missed. So it's a really opaque shade and it's nice. They don't make it anymore, but I do like it. Next, for the movie Tombstone, I have the ORLY. Oh, well, I dropped another product. It happens every video. I have the ORLY Gel Bonder Base Coat, and so again, it's made a little bit of progress. I use this every time I do my nails. Again, I wasn't doing my nails that much while I was gone, but and you know, if I do my fingers or my toes, I use this, and it has lost a gram, so it's gotten some progress on it. Next, for the movie D2, The Mighty Ducks, which is not on Disney Plus yet, but it's gonna come, and John's really excited because he really wants to watch it. He's a hockey man. I have the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. It's just a black liner, you know, but you can see it's still working really well. I have it on today. You probably could tell. Whenever I want a liquid liner, I grab for this and it's working. So as long as it's working, I'm gonna keep it going. For Johnny Tremaine, I have the Alice Through the Looking Glass palette in the shade Hatter. And this is my favorite green shade, but I feel like it just looks like it hasn't had any progress at all. For all of the items in this project, and pretty much whenever I project pan, my goal is to use something up completely. I don't like having a bunch of items with pan on them just so it's like, ooh, I made progress. But like, if they're still sitting there, I don't know. That just doesn't make me as happy personally. But this is still a really great shade. I have it as, I just wiped my hand in some lip gloss. That's a little gross. You know, I have it as my crease shade today. I can really build it up and make it really impactful or kind of faded as it is today. And I just think it's a good shade and I like it a lot, but it's just gonna last forever. I think, did it lose a gram? It did. It lost a gram for all of those eyeshadows. Cause again, you know, sometimes if I'm using like if I'm using this shade, I might reach into some of these other ones just because I already have it out. So all of the weight progress isn't just for that one shadow, but I'm okay with that. It just makes sure that I'm rotating through, excuse me, and really using the makeup I have, which is the reason why I project pan. What's next? House Guest. I have the Giorgio Armani A-line contour. I've had this for almost a year. It's the only cream contour I have, and it still is working. I can see that like it seems like so this little sponge tip applicator, I've done a full review of this before if you like are really interested. It seems like there's getting less product, so it might be like more used up, but it's still, there's a lot in there, I think. I don't think I'll be using that anytime soon, and it has not lost any weight, no. For the movie Ghosts of the Abyss, I have this Model Coat lip liner. I thought it was gonna be gone, I really did. So I have to like take off this bottom part. This is how I have to use it now. So it's so close to being gone. It's this teeny little minuscule thing. But again, I just didn't wear very much makeup. So next month, this should be gone. I really believe that. I'm gonna wear makeup and that's gonna be gone. For the movie Babes in Toyland, which fun fact, John and I actually watched the whole thing over Christmas because we watched it on Disney Plus. It's weird. We weren't the biggest of fans of it, but we watched it. But I use this shade Goldstone. It's a beautiful cream eyeshadow. I love it. And I've gotten some really good progress on this, so you can see there. I don't use it every time I wear makeup because if there's another cream shadow that works better, I wear that. But I do wear it often and I like it a lot. For the movie Peter Pan, I use the Marsk Mineral Eyeshadow. This is what I use as an inner corner highlight. I only packed, like when I went to Austin and pretty much when I went home, I packed this eyeshadow palette because it's got a bunch of pretty good neutrals, but it doesn't have a good inner corner highlight, so I did use this Marsk one. It's just so impactful. I like a really bright inner corner highlight. I know that some people say that that's like out of fashion now. I don't care. I like it. I think it's pretty, so that's what I use because it makes me happy and it makes me feel pretty. But this one hasn't lost any weight, and I don't know. I feel like every time I'm like, oh, it should be going down, but it just stays the same because it's like I've never used it, even though I use it almost every single day. So for the movie Freaky Friday, I have Sephora's Mini World in Color palette, and this one has gained a gram. It happens, you know. The holiday season is rough for weight. But I have this really pretty red shade in the shade Miss Minnie. And there it is. It works stunningly. I absolutely love it. I have no complaints about it. I have it in my outer corner today. I feel like I'm really close to hitting pan on it. I would like to hit pan on this next time. I don't know if I will, but that would be nice. I would like to hit pan. Next, for the movie Snow White, I have the Besame Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Sneezy. And I've got that much left. It's a small lipstick, but it's very powerful. It's got a lot of pigmentation, so I can't just like, there it is. I can't just like keep on using it. It's made a little bit of progress from there to there, just the teeniest, weeniest of bits, and it did lose a gram. It went from 5 grams to 4 grams, so I do really like it. I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty close to getting to the time where it's a little too dark for what I want to wear. I mean, it's still winter. It's January 10th, 11th, 12th. It's January. But I would like to have it finished up before it gets to like spring, when I want to wear some of my brighter colors. So that's a good goal. We'll see. You see that? All right. Next, for the movie I'll Be Home for Christmas, I have the Sally Hansen Insta Dry in the shade Wind Up, and I've made a little bit of progress. This is so it's on my middle finger. As I say pretty much every time, it's got a lot more brown in it than I thought. It's a darker red shade. But it was great for the holidays, and it has lost a gram, so I know I've used it a decent amount for the holidays, but there's still a bunch in there. And I think it'll be nice for like, what do you call it? Like Valentine's and stuff. For the movie Barfy, I have this Ulta Deep Brow Gel in the shade Deep. I think last time I had already taken out the stopper, but I couldn't get anything out with the stopper in, but now when I pull it out, it's just coated. So then I just kind of rub it on here and do the best I can. This brow gel is nice, but it's really easy to go overboard. I feel like today it's okay, but I have gone way overboard using this brow gel, so I have to be careful with it. But it has lost a gram. It went from 11 grams to 10 grams. For the movies Guardians of the Galaxy, I have the Lorac Chic palette and the shade Fortune, which does have a little bit of a dip in it. I really find myself reaching for this a lot because I can use, I have my cool tone, my warm tone, and my neutral. This is a little dark for me, but I can pull it with this pink, or with the white, if I really want, but it's got a little bit of a dip. It's really pretty. I really think the Lorac Cheek products are absolutely just great. And this one, has it lost a gram? It lost a gram, so that's really great. Next, for the movie Charlie the Lonesome Cougar, I have the Lorac Beauty and the Beast palette, and I have the shade Swept Up, which is just a black shadow with some glitter. I like to use this if I'm using an eyeshadow as my eyeliner, which is what I usually do if I'm not doing a liquid eyeliner. And so it doesn't swatch great, but as a shadow, as a liner, it works fine. And it's actually just like in the very outer corner today, and I really smudged that out, but it works really nicely as an eyeliner. And this one has lost a gram. It's down to 298, so that's good. I've been using some other shades in here as well. For the movie Chicken Little, we have the ColourPop Crim Gel Liner in the shade Exit. I use this as a base for my inner corner highlight. You can see I've made some progress on it, but based on the speed of my progress, I still have quite a few months of this. I always think I'm about to use it up, but it looks like I'm not. But that's okay, because I like it. It's the perfect size just to fit right in that inner corner. Because again, I like a really bright inner corner. It's my preference. For the movie Cars 2, I have the Marc Jacobs bronzer in the shade Tantric. This one lost 3 grams. And I feel like I'm just so close to using it up. It is like a warmer tone bronzer. It's a little warm for what I like. You can see there, but it does work. Maybe by next month I could have this gone if I, wear makeup a good amount. I think I could have it gone or really close to gone. For the movie The North Avenue Irregulars, I have the Essie Gel Shine Top Coat. I can't see any progress on this, but it does make my nails really shiny. I like them, and I do feel like this in combination with the ORLY makes my nail polish last a good amount of time, which is good. And this is, it lost 3 grams, so that's pretty good. I'm pretty excited by that. For, where am I? Okay, sorry. For the NYX Green Concealer, this one's actually gained a gram, which is annoying. I like this fine, but I wouldn't buy this concealer again. It is broken, which is just a little annoying. because it doesn't blend out as well. Like the other day, I was wearing it and someone was like, you have blue on your face. It was actually yesterday, and I was like, I'm not wearing blue eyeshadow, and I realized it was this concealer. So I don't think I would buy it again, but it's fine. And I want to get it through it. But that one takes a while because it, did I even say what movie this was for? This is for those Callaways. It does take a while because I only use it on my red spots. I don't want to just use it all over my face. For the movie The Horse Whisperer, I have the Revolution Hyaluronic Hydrating and Plumping Spray. I really like this. I recommend it. It was really inexpensive and it's lasted me a decent amount of time. And it has lost a bunch of weight. It went from 112 to 96 grams, which is what I expected because that does happen with these. But I would say it's still here-ish about. So, I mean, it's not one of those setting sprays that you're going to use up in like 2 days. So that's exciting. For the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit, I have the RCMA No Color Powder. And this is weird because like I tried to mark it because I figured, oh, that'll be easy. But it just keeps going higher and they don't come like really low. And I think like, it's even, but it's just like the how compact or how fluffy it is at that moment. I don't know. It's annoying. So it's hard to show progress that way, but it says I have used up 3 grams of it. So that's good. There's still a bunch left in here. I'm going to be using that for the rest of my life. It doesn't really mix well with the foundation, which is like one of the next products I'm going to be using. So I've been using a different powder for all over my face and that powder just for under my eyes, and it's okay, but it's not the best. For the movie Run, I have the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. This is the foundation I'm wearing. It's the only foundation I own. I do really like it. It can be a little thick for me. And somebody told me when I made a review of it that this goes through really fast. I haven't found that. I'm about right here, and I've been using it for, like I said, over 2 months, but really like a month of solid use, and it's still going strong. It's lost 2 grams of product, so just from me using it, but I think this will last me a good long while. Then for the movie African Cats, I have the Balm Rockstar palette, and I have the shade Iron Maiden. This is what's on my inner corner. It's a nice, like, very light gold. It's really pretty. I do find that I have to build it up to get as much intensity as I would like, but this palette's a little older, so that's not that surprising. But I like it. And this one, I don't have weights for how this was last time, so I don't know. Then we have the light between the oceans, and for that I am using the Jack Black lip balm, and this weighs 11 grams. It's a natural mint. I use this every morning while I'm putting on my makeup to kind of hydrate my lips because it's Ohio. It's very cold usually. Today it's like in the 50s. It's like really weirdly warm and not making me very happy because I like cold weather, but so I am working on that. For the movie Deception, I have the Elizabeth and James Nirvana Black perfume. This is my favorite perfume of all time. I think it smells great, and I am right there. So I want to use it up because that's really old, and you can tell like the perfume itself has gotten a little discolored, but I also don't because I love it so much. And lastly, I have the movie Beloved, and for that I have the Makeup Revolution concealer. And I think I'm about right there. It's hard to tell, but it seems like that's where it's settled, and this weighs 28 grams, so we'll see how progress goes. So that is the 33 items I'm working on. This video is always super long. So I'm going to go ahead and click on my D23, which is the list I'm using. That is the official Disney fan club, and that's the list I use for all the Disney movies. So I just go based on that. I know, like for Howl's Moving Castle, it's not technically a Disney movie, and some people weren't very happy about me including it in here. I'm just going based on that list because it's the most comprehensive list I could find that was numbered. So I'm going to generate a new number, and I have 125. And for what is the movie 125? So many of these movies, as you probably know if you've been watching this, I don't know, which I'm kind of shocked by. But we're going to work on it, I've got Disney Plus, and I watch movies. This is the movie Gus from 1976. That means nothing to me. Gus is the mouse in Cinderella, but I don't have any Cinderella makeup. But I think he wears like a green hat and a yellow top, like a mustardy yellow shirt, if I'm not mistaken. I know that it's not the same Gus, but this is just what I'm going on because it's what I know. I don't really want to incorporate another eyeshadow if I can help it. But something yellow or that has yellow packaging would be good. Maybe, do I have any kind of, I don't have a blush in this project. I'm working on a blush in another project. But that could work. What shade is this blush? It's too similar to my other one, so I don't want to use it because I don't want to like be conflicting. So maybe, I feel like a lot of these are taking me a really long time. I'm sorry if that's annoying to y'all. So maybe I'm gonna go with a yellow nail polish because it is about time, you know, it's spring-ish. So I will go with this Sally Hansen Insta Dry. It needs to be shaken up. It's right at the top, you can see, but I'll work on that. Next, let's see, let's generate a new one. 640. I usually know more of, so the later numbers are the more recent numbers, and I tend to know those better. 640. There we are. I am number 4. This is a Touchstone / DreamWorks. That's not that movie. No, that's 9 with like the weird things. Number 4. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. Something that's got 4 things in it. It's maybe something that I have 4 of. It's not that helpful, is it? I do have some eyeshadow quads, but here I really don't want to incorporate an eyeshadow if I can help it. Just because I have so many eyeshadows already. I don't think in any of my projects I'm working on like a purple. So maybe that's what I'll do. So here's an eyeshadow quad. I do like this, and I think this is from Sonia Kashuk. I can get a full look on this, and it's really pretty, but these super like metallic-y ones are just really nice. And this is like, it does take some building, but that's a really pretty pinky purple, and I'm not panning a purple right now, so I'll go with that. And there's 4 items. So let's generate a new one. 497, which, no, wrong way. Excuse me, I would like you to go this way. 4, oh, that's too much. 497 is the movie Treasure Planet. So I have seen that one. That's like where they're like explorers and they're going to find a planet of treasure. So in that movie they use a lot of like brown and stuff. So I'm gonna use this color, which is not quite brown, but it's close. It's like a brownie color because of the packaging, and it does have brown writing on it. This is like, it's like a very subdued color palette for that movie. So this is the Laura Mercier foundation primer, and it's the Radiance, which is shiny like gold, and there's a lot of like treasure in that movie. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on that for Treasure Planet. Some of these are a grasp, y'all. Y'all should know that by now. Generate 48. .48 is near the top. My mouse just doesn't really want to do what I want it to do today. That is the movie Jungle Cat. I don't know what movie that is. It's from 1960. So when I think of a jungle cat, I personally think of like a tiger. I don't know. It's what I think of. It's not necessarily ecologically accurate, but it is what I think of. Because the Jungle Book, Shere Khan is the bad guy and he's a tiger. So tigers have black stripes, so maybe something that's got black packaging. And I have this. This is the mascara I'm working on right now. It's the Benefit Roller Lash, and it's got black packaging. So there you go, Jungle Cat. And the last one is 273. I just like to throw my phone sometimes. I just find it very exciting. 273. What's love got to do with it? Oh, it's by Touchstone. It's rated R. I wonder if that's... I've seen a Tina Turner biography, but it came on like VH1, and I think it's a lot older than that. I mean, it's not as old as that. Because that's in 90... What was it again? 93. So, I know that's a Tina Turner song. I know that. And when I think of love, I think of red because, you know, a big red heart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be optimistic here and say that I'm going to use up that lip liner. And so I'm going to pull a new lip liner. I'm going to pull this Bite Beauty lip liner, which isn't exactly red, but it's like a deeper red, and it will go nicely with that, with the lipstick I'm using right now. So I'm going to pull this. So those are my 5 new items. Hello, Hippocampus. I'm working on these for the next while until I use up 101 items. I've used up 32 so far, so we're making progress. I hope you enjoyed this video and this update. As always, if you have any questions, requests, suggestions, or comments, go ahead and leave those down below, and I'll see you all real soon. Bye.